Hello and welcome to my course, Business Banking 101, everything you ever wanted to know about getting a bank loan. My name is Bruce Tretzen and I am a Vice President and Commercial Banker with a business bank here in Seattle. Over the past few years, I've had several different roles in the lending industry, and my background is in accounting. I started out as a CFO for a construction company, also accounting manager for an events company. I've been an ABL account manager, working on asset-based lending, factoring for a number of years before I got into commercial banking, which I've been doing for about 10 years now. I've also owned my own business for a few years. It was a small event production company, so I have some good perspective on what it's like as a business person trying to get a bank loan. And I think that helps me when I talk to my customers and I know what they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. I really enjoy what I do. I love helping clients achieve their financial goals and giving them guidance along the way and what might work best for them. And I hope this will help you as well. I put this course together to give business owners and accountants a little peek behind the curtain on a bank's perspective and what banks look for when giving loans out to businesses. The outline of my course is going to be first choosing a bank. How do you know what type of bank to go with? What works best for your business? And as you may or may not know, there's a wide variety of banks that do a wide variety of things, so I'll help narrow that down for you. Also, we'll go through the application process, what most likely you're going to be asked by the bank, what information to provide, and help you put that together in a concise way that will help facilitate your loan process and hopefully increase your chances of getting the loan that you're looking for. We'll talk about different types of loans that are available and how to fit the type of loan to your need. We'll also talk about the 3 C's of credit, which you may have heard that term before. This is kind of the process a bank will use to go through and make their credit decision and what aspects they look for. And hopefully that will help you as well. We'll talk about financial ratios, covenants, and reporting requirements that are typical for different types of loans. This will also give you an idea of what to expect after your loan has been approved and the kind of ongoing reporting and measurement of covenants you can expect, and make sure you're able to attain those covenants that are set for you. And also we can talk about what may happen if you don't. And then, like I said, I'll have some tools to help you improve your chances. We'll have some worksheets that you can go through and put together yourself, which are exactly the same things the bank will do when they do kind of some pre-underwriting, when they look at you and see if you're a good client for a loan. And I'll walk you through those different ratios and how to measure your own business and the strengths that the bank will look for, and also how to improve those to, again, give you a better chance of getting the loan that you're looking for. I'll also talk about negotiating rates and terms and things you can do to get yourself a better rate and a few techniques for that. And finally, what happens if your loan request is declined? Unfortunately, it happens. So we'll talk about ways to talk to the bank, take the advice that they give you. What do you do with that? Do you go to another bank? There's also other options out there for financing from other types of lenders, and we'll talk about that as well. So, who should take this course? This is set up primarily for business owners. If you're a small company, a lot of times you as a business owner, you're doing everything in the company from the accounting to managing all your people, and you're really responsible for everything. And you've also dealt with the bank. So this would be great for you. Give you a little peek behind the curtain of what banks look for, and give you some education on how you can increase your chances of getting the type of loan that you want. This is also great for anyone who's thinking about starting a business and maybe you've never dealt with a bank before other than just personally. This is great because getting a business loan can be very different from getting a personal loan. Also, if you're in a company and responsible for the banking relationship, maybe you're an accounting manager, a CFO, controller, and it's up to you to deal with the bank, this would also be a good course for you, as well as CPAs. A lot of times, small businesses task their CPAs with helping them get a banking relationship. So this will help you in understanding what banks are looking for. And finally, business consultants. Oftentimes you're asked to come into a company and evaluate their accounting practices and what they're doing, increasing sales, and a lot of times part of that is also looking at their banking relationship, especially if they have a line of credit. What rates are they getting? Are they getting the best rate that they can? Is it the best loan for the type of business? And maybe there's a better banking relationship out there. This will be good for you as well. The objectives of this course are what to consider when choosing a bank. Obviously, there's lots of different sizes and types of banks. There's large national banks, there's community banks, there's small business banks. Each one is best suited for a different type of business, and there's a wide variety out there. So we'll talk about how to choose the bank. Assembling a financial package for a bank. This is very important because all banks ask for pretty much the same information. And if you can put that together in an easy to understand, concise way, your banker will certainly appreciate it, and it will speed the process along. And the bank will also know that you understand your financials. So this will take you a long way. We'll also discuss the different types of loans and how to match the type of loan to your need. We'll also look at what banks look for when reviewing a loan request. What are the steps they go through? So that you can better understand what they're wanting and how you can provide it to them. And this will also help you increase your chances of getting the exact loan that you want. I've also put together some tools so that you can perform your own financial assessment before you even go to a bank. This will give you a good idea where you stand, what your odds are getting a loan. It also helps put together the exact same information that the bank will do. And again, that will speed up the process. We'll also go through deciphering some of those financial covenants. They can be a little hard to understand sometimes. So we'll go through common covenants, also the information that they're going to request on a monthly basis and how to provide that. Again, if you can provide the bank with the information they want, it will increase your chances of getting what you want. We'll also talk about how to negotiate the loan structure and rate. This is very important. A lot of times you go out there, you're just happy to have a loan approved, and maybe you don't spend as much time as you should negotiating the structure of the loan, what works best for you. Or a lot of times, I think maybe business owners don't even know that they can negotiate these things. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well as tips of getting the best rate possible. And finally, as I discussed, we'll talk about options if your loan is declined. What other options are out there? We'll talk about asset-based lenders and the pros and cons of using those. So thank you very much for taking this course. Again, my name is Bruce Tretzen. You can visit my website at tretzen.com, or please feel free to email me at btretzen@gmail.com. Thank you.